Good morning, good morning. I'm not a player, but don't push me. Oh, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, it's Friday. You ain't got no job. I'm just kidding. You probably got a job. It's Friday. Listen, I don't want to say anything because he's from Jersey. And this isn't a political thing, so don't make one political statement or I'll karate chop you. But Cory Booker didn't use that Kool-Aid line right the other night. Just saying. He's from Jersey, so I wanted to let it slide, but there's a saying from around my parts. It's y'all up in the Kool-Aid, don't know the flavor. Why you all up in my Kool-Aid, don't know the flavor? And actually, if you know Kool-Aid, you know that really nobody talks about the flavor, only the color. What flavor Kool-Aid you drinking? Red. That's how you know Kool-Aid. If you don't really know Kool-Aid, nobody talks about the flavor. Nobody's like, oh, I'm drinking cherry. Nobody. It's red. My nails have to be done so bad. They're so old. But whatevs. Why you all up in my Kool-Aid and you don't know the flavor? I don't think you have Kool-Aid in Australia either because you spelled it with a C and everybody knows it's spelled with a K. Kool-Aid, man. I'm so glad y'all enjoyed the sunset last night. I thought you would appreciate that. I really, ooh, my shoulder's burned. I really try to think about people who can't leave their homes. How many people from Coffee Talk have written me messages saying the only fireworks I ever get to see are yours. The only sunsets or beach things are yours. You know, blah, blah, blah. So I try to think of people who are homebound. Anyway, okay. So this is our last day of vacation. We're driving home today. I have the pictures of the man who robbed Danielle Yancey. Okay? We have pictures of the man who robbed Danielle's house. She walked in the middle of the robbery in progress. He lunged for her. She was able to lock herself in the laundry room. And I'm going to post the pictures of the man who robbed Danielle's house. If you live in the Birmingham area, I ask that you look at a man, teenager, whatever. They say he's 18 to 24, white male. I don't know. I wasn't there. He better hope the cops find him before I do. That's all I'm about to tell you. Okay? I'm going to post pictures of him. If you are in the Birmingham area, please look carefully at the photos. And I don't care if he was in high school. I don't care. He stalked her house for an hour. He knew how to break in. He brought gloves. He wiped his fingerprints off. This was not a 14-year-old who accidentally fell into a robbery. No. No. And I don't give a shit. And if his mom doesn't like it, she could come see about me. Okay? Anyway, I'm going to post those photos. So I ask that you please look at them carefully. If you live in the Birmingham area, and that you share them if you live in the Birmingham area. Great, Melanie. Great. We got to look at these photos, please, and share them. Okay. So he picked the wrong house, girl. Oh my God. He picked the wrong, my fancy Yancy. No. Mm-mm. You can't mess with my bells. That is crazy. You know how brazen you have to be to be in Birmingham and hurt one of the bells? I'm so high profile in Birmingham. I know that sounds like bougie or I don't know what that sounds. Ew, does my husband have Never mind. It looked like he had Monica Lewinsky on his hat. I'm telling you now, like, you have to be brazen to break into to hurt one of my bells just because everybody knows I am crazy. This button is not cooperating. So I want to talk to you about different ways to look at a situation. I got a letter yesterday from somebody who said that her best friend got a new boyfriend, and she and the boyfriend don't get along. So the girlfriend has been phasing her out, leaving her out, making plans with the boyfriend and other people who put up with his bullshit, right? And like, don't say anything about his ignorant behavior, right? And she came to me and she said, Jamie, I'm just having such a hard time. I feel so left out. I feel I'm losing my best friend because I don't like this guy and I know he's bad news. And this whole situation has been so hard for me, and she's leaving me out, and she's posting pictures of other people, and she's not including me, and she's not really talking to me. Okay. Listen to me. Okay? Really listen to me. If you trust me, you got to listen to me. Did you ever think that maybe God is moving you away from a situation because whatever's about to go down with these people, he doesn't want you any kind of part of? Did you ever think that maybe you're being protected from something? That maybe whatever he's about to drag your best friend through, he doesn't want you anywhere near. He doesn't want that low vibration in your life. He doesn't want that madness, that crazy, that ignorance, none of that in your life. So he is literally protecting you. And I know that, like, oh, Jamie, yeah, but no buts. You see, what frustrates me, and I promise you, it's not going to be all about religion. And I know I say that all the time, but I swear it's not. But you can't tell me that you believe in God when you need me to pray because your friend's dog, sister's brother's aunt has elbow cancer. And then when I tell you, the situation isn't good. This man is bad news. And God is literally protecting you by phasing you out. And now you want to question what's going on? You got to stop picking and choosing. When you have faith, when you believe, when you pray. That doesn't work. Rejection is protection, folks. If you are being rejected in a situation, you got to look how you're being protected. You have to change the way you are looking at situations. Okay? I know you heard me. Rejection is protection. So when you are being rejected from something, right? Look at all my stories to tell. Look at all the ones I have. That's not my story to tell. I look at those people and I'm like, woo, Chile. God really loves me because he was moving me out of the way from the shitstorm that come with those people. The rumors, the sticky film in people's mouths when they talk about those people. God doesn't even want my name in mouths of people who talk about those people. How can I be mad about that? Did it hurt that people that I love, that I gave so much to, that I lent money to, lent my car to, brought in my home, put on my show, whatever I did it hurt that they did me so dirty? Yes, of course. But God didn't even want me in the same room with those people. I gotta believe I was being protected from something. If God doesn't even want me in the same room, come on now. That's serious. I can't mess with that. That's like top level protection. So When you get into these situations where you're being forced out, pushed out, left out, you need to stop looking at it like, damn, why don't they want me? Why am I not good enough? And start looking at it like, damn, I am so blessed and highly favored that God himself is protecting me through rejection for whatever reason. You can't beat me. You can't beat me. That is the situation. That's always going to be the situation. That's not going to change. That's my motto, and I'm sticking to it. What's a motto? Nothing. What's a motto with you? When I was a young warthog. I'm telling you. And I swear to you, when you look back months, years later, you're going to go, oh my God, I wouldn't go back to that for any money in the world. Keep protecting me, Lord. Reject me all day. Reject me all day. Please let the people who are not meant for me, who are not going to take me where I need to go, who are not going to pour into me, who are not going to elevate me, who are not going to raise my vibration, Lord, let them reject me all day. Reject me. Keep protecting me, Lord. I'm not always there when you call, but I'm always on time. Okay? But Jamie, she's my best friend. Well, shit. Sometimes God got to protect you from your best friend too. You know, I could probably pull 1,000 stories from the Bible where shit, Cain and Abel were brothers. Adam and Eve were lovers. I mean, we could do this all day. So, Dawn, thank you. That's a very nice thing to say. So what did we learn today? We learned that it's why you all up in my Kool-Aid don't know the flavor. So we got to let Cory Booker know. I didn't want to call him out the other night because he's from Jersey. And you know I have a Jersey thing, but he's not saying it right. And we also learned who sings that song? Which one? I'm not always there when you call. I'm always on time. That's Ja Rule and Don't Tell Me. Ashanti. Dear God, when I come back in my next life, please give me Ashanti's legs. In Jesus' name, amen. Sisters, doesn't matter. Protect me, Lord. Protect me. Protect me. Sometimes God has to protect you from the people he sent to love you. Ain't that some shit? Because we still have free will. And sometimes God goes, hey, I need you to love her. And somebody comes into your life and loves you, and God goes, okay, that season's over because you're not acting right. So we got to wrap this shit up. Sometimes you got to be protected. Sometimes you got to be protected from the people God sent to love you. And you're like, I don't understand. I thought you were supposed to love me. Well, if people can't act right, God's going to come in and clean house. That's just what it is. I don't know. I mean, I think when I die, I'll have a lot more answers, but these are just the answers I have now. All right. Yesterday, I did get a sweet message from somebody who said that she's in her 40s and she stopped going to church in her 20s because she made a lot of mistakes and she felt like a fraud going to church. So, I would like to talk to her for a second. Jesus does not call the phrase, so I'm not going to try to remember it. But I will tell you this. If only perfect people went to church, that shit would be empty every week. Nobody is perfect. People want to tell you you're perfect just the way you are. You're not. You know, Chris, what's his name? One of the Chris's said it, Pratt. You're not. Only Jesus is perfect. We are all born sinners. We all make mistakes. No one sin is greater than the next. Okay? If only perfect people went to church, if only godly, perfect people who never made mistakes, especially in their 20s when you're supposed to make mistakes, church would be empty. God, he wants you to come to him. He wants you to come. Jesus left the home where they had made a feast for him, laid out a feast for him. He wandered out of the house, left his disciples, wandered out and sat in a pasture with cow poop, waiting for Mary Magdalene to come because he knew she was coming. And she went and sat with him. He sat with her, the broken, the one they threw stones at, the one they called a whore, the one that they all hated and assumed she was having sex with him and she was doing this, that, and the third, right? That's who he went and sat with, to talk to listen to pour into. That because that's the whole point of it. Like, yeah, Jesus does not call the qualified. He qualifies the called. Hey, I'm just telling you, like, he wants the sinners. That's why we're all born. This is the whole thing. Guys, if we don't sin, Jesus died for nothing. Hello? You want to be the reason Jesus hung on that cross for nothing? Come on. Nails in the wrists and shit. You got to get out there and sin a little bit. I'm just telling you. Don't ever be afraid to go to church. Don't ever feel like a fraud. In fact, lay it all out in your thoughts and in your heart and in your mind. Lay it all out. Get on your knees and be like, this is who I am, Lord. This is what I've done, Lord. He's like, sister, I know. I already know. I was watching. And just say, I feel so far from you. How do we start? Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Do you feel you can be Christian without going to church? Of course. Yes, I also feel you can be married without having sex. I do that a lot of weeks too. So, anyway, now I'm like all the way. I don't know where I am, but just today's point was about rejection. Please be mindful. Be mindful, okay? Be mindful about when you are being rejected, you are also being protected, and you got to change the way you look at things. I know it hurts, and I know you feel like left out, like less than, like, damn, they don't want me, blah, blah, blah. And you got to change it. You got to be like, oh, God's protecting me from something. About to be a shit show over here. All right. I love you guys so much. So much. I love you. I'm going to spend the whole day out in the sun before we get in the car. And then we're going to drive back to Birmingham so I can listen to Charlie say, how much longer till we get there? Every 15 minutes. All right. I love you guys. Have a great, great